Happy late morning to you, East Texas. Meteorologist Carson Vickroy here. Just want to kind of do an in-depth analysis on what we have going on over the next 24 to 48 hours, because frankly, it's a lot. It's hard to get in the span of 3.5 minutes. So we'll make this video, as long as it needs to be. And again, it's going to be a very dynamic shift in our weather over the next 24 to 48 hours, as I just mentioned. But if you're heading out today, you're going to be okay. It's just going to be mostly cloudy. I'm not expecting any rain or anything like that. We'll hit 77 for a high temperature, and then tonight we are down into the middle to upper 60s. We will see a few thunderstorms in the area, and some of those storms could be on the strong side, but a very, very small fraction of East Texas has the potential of seeing the strong to severe thunderstorms. Let's go ahead and chat about that. First off, we'll start out with Futurecast, and once again, middle 70s today. As I mentioned, we're going to be mostly cloudy. So if you have those outdoor activities, I think you're going to be fine. I'm going to get my head off of Sabine County right there, because I know people love it when I do that who live in Sabine County near Toledo Bend. But anyway, here's Futurecast at 3 o'clock. We're generally in the middle 70s by then, and then as we roll into your Saturday, that is when we do start to see a couple of those showers and thunderstorms bubble up. Now, one thing to note about this Futurecast product, and I'm actually going to backtrack this for you guys, is at midnight tonight. I know everybody has those midnight plans. You're staying up. You want to see those fireworks for places that are doing fireworks. My only concern right now is what we are going to see between about 11 and 12 o'clock in our northern counties. There is the potential at some bubble-up showers and thunderstorms there, so we'll watch that very carefully. And these storms could be strong to severe with some damaging wind gusts, so we will keep an eye on that. So if you live along I-30 and pointing off to the north, that's your main chance of showers and storms. But I think from Tyler, Longview, Henderson, Jacksonville, Nacogdoches, and Lufkin, you guys are going to be okay. That gets us to about 7 o'clock. Now, our storm threat is far from over then. We're going to start to see a line consolidate out to our west, and what's going to happen there is the front's going to push in a line of stronger thunderstorms at some point, either late tomorrow morning or early tomorrow afternoon. This is the middle part of the day, about noontime. Now, as we head into the afternoon, the storm threat ends for everybody, likely by 5 o'clock, and then this cold front starts to roll in, and that's when we're going to see the significant temperature drop that we've been expecting. This thing is going to pack a punch. So I think by 5 o'clock, severe weather threat's over for us. I just don't think we're going to have the atmospheric capabilities in deep East Texas for those storms to really initiate. But keep in mind this forecast can change, and we'll keep you updated. It really depends on the timing of the front and what conditions are immediately to the southeast of the front there. And then watch what happens. This is 10 o'clock. We're talking about temperatures in the 30s for our northern and northwest counties. So we will keep an eye on those temps very carefully. And I do think Saturday night into Sunday morning, that is when we're going to see a very hard freeze. And yeah, 32 for DFW, 31 for Sulphur Springs, the coldest air we've seen by far this winter season. And that verifies as we head into Sunday morning. This model has it a little lower than what I have it. We're generally going to be in the 20s to start out at 5 o'clock. You notice these wraparound clouds from the disturbance, that could mean we could see a few flurries in deep East Texas, but no impacts. This isn't February. We're not going to see any hazardous roadways or anything like that. It's just amounting out to a couple of flurries if we're lucky enough to see it. Now, as we move into Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, it's cold all day long. We're lucky if we get out of the 30s there. Let's go ahead and talk about everything in summary. This is your New Year's Eve night forecast. We'll go ahead and click this through. I've got us in the 60s and 70s, mostly cloudy with that potential of showers and thunderstorms off to the north. So fireworks display in our central counties from Tyler, Longview, pointing off to the south. We're fine. I don't expect any impacts to those outdoor activities like the fireworks shows I've just mentioned. But if you live north, we could have a few issues with a few rumbles of thunder, especially in our northern counties. And that does include the Interstate 30 corridor for parts of Hopkins, Franklin, Titus, and Morris counties. They're shaded in the yellow. That is a level 2 slight risk for severe weather. Can't rule out damaging winds or an isolated tornado or two there. But the focus does shift a little bit to our south and to our east. While our forecast model is not suggesting severe weather, other models are. So I want you to be weather aware, especially if you live in our northeastern counties. The marginal threat is for places like Palestine, Lufkin, pointing off to the northeast, all the way to Tyler and Henderson. That's just a level 1 threat. Pretty much means we're going to have some strong thunderstorms in the area at some point tomorrow. But looking off to the northeast of that, that's where we have that level 2 slight risk I mentioned. And that's where we could start to see some of those storms misbehave a little bit. Could see some damaging winds along the line I mentioned. And we could also see the potential of a brief spin-up tornado. But I'm not expecting a widespread severe weather outbreak tonight nor tomorrow, which is certainly good news. And then things get a little interesting. I do want to analyze what's going to happen as we go into next week. And again, this is my rainfall forecast. This data comes to us from the Climate Prediction Center. And it's not suggesting, much in the way of rain. 6 to 10 day outlook. That gets us to the end of the next work week and into next weekend. We're talking about dry conditions setting up. Now, as we look at our temperature forecast, right now I've got our high temperatures in the 50s during this time frame. Cold front's going to move through, which are going to significantly drop those temps. As a result of that, I do expect cooler than average temperatures, especially for the end of that period. Now, how does that set up on your 7-day forecast? Well, again, it's warm today. Warm tomorrow, much colder Sunday, lots of sunshine Monday and Tuesday, and then that cold front probably arrives Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Looks like a dry cold front at this point, so we'll certainly take what we can get. That means we're not going to see any strong to severe thunderstorms, assuming it remains a dry cold front. 79 for deep East Texas today, where it's 76 tomorrow, about a 40% chance of showers and storms. Only in the lower 40s for your Sunday and Monday. Plenty of sunshine expected before another cold front arrives for us as we head into the middle part of next week. So, guys, again, just to summarize everything I just told you, first off, today it's fine. Mostly cloudy skies. Nobody sees the storm before 9 o'clock. Northern counties could see a couple of rumbles of thunder and a few storms to severe storms along into the north of I-30. And then tomorrow, everybody will be under the gun for some showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow's still going to be warm. We're going to see highs in the 70s, but we're just not going to see the cold front until tomorrow night. And then tomorrow night, our temperatures are going to plummet into the 20s, which will mean we're going to have the coldest weather of the season so far. Let me go ahead and introduce this useful tool. And again, I know we talk about this a lot, especially on my Facebook page, because that's probably where most of you guys are viewing this. The East Texas Storm Team app. We talk about it a lot. Guys, it's a great tool, especially a night like this when a lot of people are going to be out and about. Just have it with you. You can get custom warnings if one is issued for your location. Also get lightning reports, storm reports, whatever you need. And you can check the radar if you're one of those firework event organizers or something like that. So, again, it's just one of those nights where I want you to be weather aware tomorrow, and prepare yourself for much colder weather come Sunday.